Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, we're doing the Q&A I talked about a couple of days ago, and I left that video open and you could leave all your comments, and then I was going to read them out and give you guys like mini shout outs and also read your comments out and your questions. So I get a lot of questions and it's good to put it all in one video for you guys. So, first of all guys, let's start with some of these questions. So before we go guys, we just wanna get yourself a beer and maybe a small pipe or something, because this might be a long video because I've got some questions. But stay with me guys, because your question, if you've asked it, it is in here. So bear with me. So guys, first of all, we're going to start with Superfly Fat Guy, a YouTube friend of mine. He's a good chap. If you haven't checked his stuff out, go check his stuff out. Very good. So first question he asked is, does my beard make me look fat? No it doesn't, buddy. It accentuates your lovely curves and shows off your beautiful body. It doesn't make you look fat, and also you get man points for having a beard. I'd have a beard but I can't, so there we go. Second question Superfly Fat Guy asks is, how much do I like teen crumpets, because I'm English. So you English, my English subscribers, you'll know crumpets are okay. Yeah, they can come and go. Like if crumpets weren't ever here again, it wouldn't bother me that much. The missus disagrees with me because she fucking loves those shit. But tea, I say it, if tea wasn't around, I'd hang myself. Tea is amazing, spot on, boys and girls. You Americans like coffee. Coffee's good. I can drink coffee, but if coffee wasn't around anymore, it wouldn't bother me that much. But if tea, I say it, I just jump straight off a cliff because tea is amazing. And I do promise, guys, some of these questions are actually about prepping. He's just super fat guy. He's a funny chap, and he asked some good questions. He also asked, do I live in an urban or rural area? I live in an urban area. A funny urban area, because I live in a bad urban area, and it's hard enough to survive in peace times, let alone in SHTF, because I do live in a bad area. But guys, yeah, so I live in an urban area, not in the city, but I live just on outside of the city, but I do live in a bad area. So yeah, so that's it guys. Last question he asked is, do I actually have an uncle named Bob? Because I say, you know, one of our English sayings, I don't know if the Americans say it, but Bob's your uncle. And no, I don't have an uncle called Bob, but my missus does. So there's that one for you guys. Superfly Fat Guy, there you go buddy, and thank you for asking questions. Much appreciated buddy, much appreciated. So, that's him out of the way. Who can we show next? I'll leave Midwest Tactical to last because he has a lot of questions, so I'll leave him till last. So next up is Sam Stevens, and she asked, would I take my piercings out because it may cause injury if I was ever in a fight or a scuffle or anything like that, in SHTF? And the answer is, I'm not really sure, to be fair. I've had this in, and this for a long time. This longer than this. I had this done probably when I was like 19, 20. And this, I've had this since I was 14, 15. So I do see what you're saying. It would affect if I was going to get into a scrap. I probably would, to be fair, yeah. Definitely the lip one would go, because it does get in the way. It gets in the way of everyday life anyway, just because sometimes you tend to bite it, and that sucks. And also you might get, like, I don't know, you don't get caught on things, but you know what I mean? It's just sometimes can be a pain. If you're drinking a can of Coke, you might get stuck on the can sometimes. But yeah, I probably would take the lip one out, but not so much. I try to hold on to this as much as I could. Normally I do have a silicone one in so you can crush it, and it's a bit malleable, but this one at the moment is wooden, so if I got punched in the side of the head it would hurt. And I have had metal ones in, and been in a fight before with a metal one in, and I got punched in the side of the head, and that sucked, because I had like full steel just smashing into the side of my face, as well as a fist. So yeah, it does suck. So that's why I got a silicone one, because that crushes down nice. So yeah, thank you for the question, Sam. Next person is Jorja Fox, I think it is. Sorry if I got your name wrong, but yeah, this person asks, what is the best hatchet for survival? And I have said before a couple of times, I do like a tool for each job. At the moment, my hatchet at the moment, I haven't got a top of the line one at the moment, so my bigger axe is pretty good, as you've seen the cold steel one, and for the money, that is a really good axe, amazing axe for the money. But then if we're talking survival, I don't really know if you're going to use it for maybe, like, I don't know, because in my eyes, if I'm going for survival and we're talking like that's the only option, then I have a big knife, just because then you've got the variety of doing a lot of jobs and a lot of tasks with that knife. But if we are talking just axes and hatchets, I choose my cold steel trail boss any day, because I know it's got quite longer, it is an axe, but if needs must, then I would have cut it down to become a hatchet, because I love that axe. It's so sweet. The price is incredible, and also it's a steel. It's got great steel. It's just a lovely, lovely axe. So yeah, that's that one. Thank you for your questions. Next one is David S, and this is a long subscriber of mine. Been subscribed for quite a while. Thank you, buddy. And his question is, what got me started into prepping? Well, what got me started into prepping is I've always been interested in watching the videos, and I've liked watching YouTube videos of bug out bags and all the rest of it, and I've always been a big conspiracy theory type person, like Illuminati, Freemasons and all that bullshit. I've always been interested in it, and all myths and legends and conspiracies. So I was really interested in that for years and years and years, and then as soon as I had my baby, it gave me that push and gave me that reason, the real reason to prep, because obviously I love my kids more than anything in this world. So I really want to prep for their future and to secure their future, because we live in unstable times, and we also live under bullshit government, and I can't tell you how much I hate government. And I'm going on, if any of you guys want to join me and the missus will be going on the 1 million masked walk in November. If you don't know about it, then you don't know about it, because it's a bit underground, but pretty much 1 million people will be turning up with the Viva Vendetta masks on, and doing marching upon Parliament, just because we're fighting for a revolution, guys, because we live under this bullshit government who just, I don't have to explain that shit to you, you know our government bullshit, but yeah. So anyway, we're doing that. Thank you for questions. Your question, David S. That's what got me started prepping. So, next person is Midwest Tactical and Survival, guys. If you don't know him, he's a subscriber of mine, and he's also a good friend. If you go to his channel, he's another one from across the pond. Go check his stuff out. He does great, great stuff, guys. Similar sort of stuff as me, so go check him out as well. Tell him Bristol Prepper sent you, and they'll sort you out, guys. So anyway, Midwest Tactical and Survival, he asks, how are my financial preparations, to do with all the, obviously, prepping financially for this sort of thing, as well as, because prepping does cost a lot of money, guys. It's not a cheap hobby / lifestyle, because it's not even a hobby anymore for me. It's a real lifestyle for me and my family. This is how we live. Our daily lives are done around prepping, and preparing for the worst. So yeah, so it's quite hard to prepare financially, because obviously you spend the night for this gear, but we do prepare financially. We do carry cash within my property, just because if anything did happen and break down, I can't get to a cash point or anything like that, I've got cash on hand. And we also prep a lot of tradable products. So anything that I think is great in an SHTF where I can trade, alcohol, cigarettes, loads of that good shit that gets us high and gives us our fixes in life. So, and coffee as well is another good one. People are still going to want their shit in SHTF, so it's good to prep that sort of things to trade them, guys. I have done a video on that, I think. So if you want to check that out, go to my channel. Next question he has: have you prepared for sex and lady needs? This is a great question, really good question. Some people don't ask this, but I love you asked it. Yes, we have prepared for sex, because no matter how bad things get, everybody wants a little bit of nookie now and then. So guys, you need to prepare and get condoms, because I think that is the really only best reliable option. It's we're going old school with the Johnny. No more pills or nothing, because that shit can fuck up, go out of date. But Johnny's can go out of date, but do you know what I mean? Just stuff a crisp packet on the end of it. As long as you keep it in a cool area, it should be fine, guys. So yeah, prepare with condoms and that, and Johnny's, whatever you're calling them. And lady needs, yes we do, we keep shitloads of tampons. I prepare more tampons than the missus does, because I like to use them for starting fires, filtering water, and throwing at people I don't like. So that's why you should prep tampons, because they're a great source of, they can do a lot of good shit, as well as plug that shit when the heavens are falling. So guys, his next question is, tell us about my bushcraft clothes. So some of you guys might have seen my woods videos I've done in like the outdoors, and I've been started doing loads more outdoors videos, starting to really bring that into my channel. And I do wear, I have got some Bear Grylls clothes, and I wear his brand. I am a fan of Bear Grylls. Some people don't like him or don't like his stuff. I do have a couple, one of his knives, I believe. Yeah, I got a paracord knife. Because I did hear a lot of bad things about the Ultimate Pro knife, but anyway, that's not really my style. I like more tactical, sleek, like original looking blades, no loads of writing on it and shit. That turns me off, so that's why I didn't really go for the blade. Not because it said Bear Grylls on it. That's besides the point. But yeah, so his clothes I've been wearing, I really like them, guys. Amazing. They dry like that, super quick, amazingly comfortable. And also super hard wearing, guys. It's made by Craig Hoppers, which is a good make anyway. But yeah, there's just real great stuff, guys. I'm loving all the, you got like, there's a sweat patch, not sweat patches, like air holes and guided pieces, and it's got like a stronger crutch, so the crutch doesn't split open, because any of you guys that do a lot of outdoors work, like myself, you will know the crotch area, the guard, and that holes you get, and splits and shit. So it's got like a reinforced area of that, which is handy if you're really well hung as well. So that's handy. Also, guys, it's got reinforced knees and that, so and stretching knees. So when you bend down, it doesn't tear; it just stretches with your body, which is great. So yeah, that's that, guys. I really recommend going and buy them. They're quite pricey, but I've had mine for a while and they've lasted ages. They're great stuff. So that's that. And also, next question, he asked about vehicle preps and what I've prepared and what modes of transport I've got. I've only got the one vehicle at the moment, because I get my old job, I had a company vehicle. That's because I've left that company now and I'm doing a different job, an outdoorsy job, which is great. I haven't got that vehicle anymore, so we just got our family vehicle, which is like an estate car, so it's a long one. Skoda, so it's made by Volkswagen, which is really reliable, German, it's great, like I said, super reliable, but it's an estate, so it's a longer one, so we've got the extra boot space. It's incredible, guys, incredible on diesel. It lasts forever, which is a real bonus point for me when I'm buying it, so I knew in an SHTF I can drive a long distance without running out of petrol, diesel. Also, guys, it's quite cheap as well to maintaining that, as well as it being very reliable, which is a plus for me. But yeah, and I do keep preps in my car. We carry quick fire lighting stuff in the car, so if anything ever happens, we start a fire, and bags and that with survival gear in it, and all the rest of that good shit. You know the stuff, guys. So that's that one. Tactical asked some more questions. Midwest Tactical asked some more questions. He asked, his next question is, have me and my family stockpiled clothes? And the answer is yes, we do, guys. Not as many as I'd like, to be fair. It is one of my weaker points. But I do prepare a lot of spare socks, underwear, and that sort of thing, because I think that stuff is really, if anybody had an old pair of socks, then you get holes in really quick, become uncomfortable, and you suffer. And your feet is the first to go, guys, and also the most important, I believe, of your body, external body parts, obviously apart from your eyes and shit, but your feet is super important, because you can't walk no more, you're fucked, and you're sitting ducks. So it's really important to keep your feet maintained and to a high standard of comfortability, and you're able to walk that longer distance, run, and do all the rest of that stuff. So I think that's super important. So yeah, no, your answer, yeah, I should prep more clothes. I do prep some clothes, but I should prep more. But everybody can prep more, couldn't they? If everybody's being honest, everybody could prep more. Next question he asks is, what has been the biggest waste of money whilst I'm prepping? This is an amazing question, guys. Really good question. Think about your biggest waste of money and leave it down beneath. But no, my biggest waste of money, I'm not quite sure, guys, because I'm a really big researcher, guys. So I research all the products, every product, whether it's £5 or £500. I really research every product I buy to make sure when I get it, I'm not disappointed. I know exactly what I'm getting and what I can do with it, what I can and can't do. I'm a really big researcher, guys. I don't buy stuff on a whim just because I got £50 burning a hole in my pocket. That's not me, guys. I really research it to fine detail to make sure that that's going to be the product for me and that it's really going to suit my needs. But if I had to choose something, I say when I first started prepping, I bought a shelving unit. It did cost a bit of money, and it turned out to be garbage. And then I got one for only like a little bit less, and it's incredibly better, like a worlds apart better. It's amazingly better, and that's the one I'm still using now for one of my shelving units for prepping, keeping some gear on. Yeah, like I said, the first one was absolute garbage, and I wish I never bought it, and it just went straight to the other one. But you live and learn, guys. You live and learn. So yeah, that's that one. Next question he has, sorry guys, is what are my thoughts on bugging in and bugging out, guys? So this is another great question. And what are your thoughts on bugging in and out? Are you a bug in, bug out? Leave your shit down beneath, guys, in the crotch box. So my thoughts on bugging in and bugging out. Well, guys, as you people know, I have two children. I have two girls. My girls mean the world to me, guys. So, and I want their happiness and their lives are in my utmost worries. So, I'd like to stay in here as much as I could in my property, because I think that once you've left, you've left. Do you know what I mean? You've got none of your preps anymore. You can't take all your preps with you, so you've lost all your preps, all that work you've put in, you've lost, as well as your comfort, your home. So it's much, I'd like to stay here as much as I could, but I would never stay here and risk it for a chocolate biscuit, guys. I definitely leave if the point arisen and I thought I'm going to be in a situation where I can't get out or in a bad situation. I definitely leave, because bugging out's not a problem for me. I've got a lot of good locations. You should always have several bug out locations and research them, and obviously go there, prep it and see how it's getting on, and you should really live it before you're settled down with a good bug out location. But I have several bug out locations, so bugging out's not a problem for me, but I just would prefer it, like everybody would, to stay in as long as I could. But I would never risk it for a chocolate biscuit, like I said, guys. So that is it. Finally, guys, we're at the end. Oh my days, what a day. So guys, after that long question and answer, guys, I hope I answered some of your questions. I hope all the people that have written in, I thank you so much, because it means a lot to me and the missus that you're responding to us and you're enjoying our content. Now, this video now, if you have any more questions and you want to be on the next question and answer, leave your shit in the crotch box, right down there, all in the crotch box, leave it all down there, and you could be in the next question and answer, guys. Do you know what I mean? You could be famous a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not even famous, but you could be famous within Bristol Prepper channel. So that's cool, right? Yeah. So if you want to be in that, like I said, leaving the crotch box beneath. But you must also, whilst you're down there playing with the crotch box, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and also check me out on Facebook, guys, because I've got hardly any friends. Do you know what I mean? I've got some of my close friends, but I need some bigger friends, some more friends, so we can all play together nicely. So guys, I think that's it. If I'm not forgetting nothing, I always forget something, but that's me, guys. So anyway, guys, stay prepared, and I'll see you guys another day, another way.